Yeah, I was out taking Milo for a little walk, and look what I noticed. I saw that my bees had swarmed, and here they are, maybe about 75 feet from my beehive. So half the hive took off and they're all sitting over here. So it's my job to recapture them all, put them inside a box here, and make sure they don't get away. So that's my next big mission here for the morning. Crazy, huh? Let's hope I can get them in there and get the queen and put them all in. Here's my container. I don't have an extra hive body, but I do have an old honey super and this container, so I'm going to put them in here and let them sit inside of that until I can go run out and buy myself another hive at Farm & Fleet. I've captured my queen and my swarm inside of this temporary bucket. I put a few frames in there, and I went and picked up a brand new beehive from Farm & Fleet. So we are going to transfer the bees from this container into their new hive. So you can see they're still flying around, somewhat active, but we've removed them from this tree branch. We had to cut that off and place it in there to make sure the queen got in. So you can see they're all flying around still, remaining active, looking to stay close to their queen. This is the new hive. We just ran out to Farm & Fleet. Fortunately, they had one left on the shelf. So it's a little different from my older Costco branded hive. This is a full 10 frame traditional beehive. The other one's just an 8 frame hive. So it's a little smaller capacity. And get started. I'm gonna clear a spot so that we can dump all of those bees that we've collected in our big bin, where we want to get them inside of this thing with as little stress as we can. And this should leave an opening for us so that we can easily put the queen and the other bees inside. They're not far away. You can see they're all in this container right here. We placed some mesh screen over the top to keep them in. We have a couple of boards on top to keep this screen from falling in on them. And now it's time to brush off about 5, 6, 7 pounds of bees into the new hive. Fun, hey? Fun, fun, fun. There are all our bees in there. So yeah, the trick will be to move them out from this thing and get them into the new hive, or their permanent home, we'll call it. This is the branch the queen was on, so we're not sure if she's in the middle of this bunch or not, but this is what we want to get inside of that hive. Okay? We're trying to be as gentle as we can, knowing the queen could be on any of these branches right here, okay? Just brush these bees in and back in their hive. So I'm scanning this tree branch to see if the queen is on it. Hopefully she's not, but we do have to really look carefully. Now, there's only 20,000 bees flying around here, and you're looking for one. That's the queen, so it's kind of a challenge. Hopefully she's in the hive right now. So now we're going to continue and move the rest of these frames and bees inside of there as well. We're just gently brushing the bees off, hopefully right into the hive. They'll start going on the frames like they should be. This is what we're trying to do. We want to get the queen in there and get as many bees as we can kind of quickly into the hive. There's another bunch, another frame. Again, we're going to gently sweep it in there as best we can. Get these bees into the hive. And on this side too. So now we have the frames out. Now we have what's left of this half honey super, so we're going to rest it on there and then dump this thing in. This is a little bit bigger and heavier. It's the same principle. As you can see, there's a lot of bees all over the place here. Okay? Once again, we're looking to make sure the queen is not on here. And as gently as we can. Okay, so we're looking in the bottom, see if the queen is in here yet. I do not see her. We're just going to leave this container sit here and the bees will fly into their hive. Checking the branch. I don't see her. You know, they would all be clinging on her right now. If she were on this branch, there would be hundreds of bees all around her right now. So given how they have all settled into the hive, I feel pretty confident that the queen is in there right now. And now we're going to replace some items back into the hive, more frames. And we got some empty ones here. Here's another one that's got some honeycomb on it, which the queen should be able to lay some eggs on that pretty quickly. But we think we have them in. We'll know if the queen's in there. If all these bees start going back into their hive soon, that means the queen is down inside of there and they're all attending to her and everything is good. If all goes well, either some of the bees will go back into our original hive or they'll come back into this hive. So we have two different sets of bees. They've swarmed from both hives. Hopefully both hives will grow and prosper. Honestly, I've never done this before with hives and grabbing a swarm. So we're going to see what all happens here. It's a little experimentation day for me in the hive. So I look over and see a big bundle of bees again. So I'm thinking my queen flew out and she's over here again. So now I have to recapture her and try and get her in the hive. Oh boy, this is one crazy ass day. We will check on this beehive. We'll let things calm down for a couple days and then we'll look inside of there, see if we can either find the queen or to see any elements of her either laying eggs or of them starting to make brood. It'd be a little early. It might take a few days, but we'll probably pop this open tomorrow just to see how everything's going. So you can see there's bees flying. A lot of them are going to that hive. Some are in this hive. So it looks like it's probably a 50-50 split. I'm not sure where all the bees are going to go. Some are going to stay in one hive, some are in the other. I guess we'll see what all happens.